Hello everyone, and welcome to the 13th installment of my commentary series. I've been gone recently for the past month, so I've obviously missed a lot of the recent events. However, in this next week I'll be pumping out a decent amount of commentaries. So as I said, since I wasn't here personally for the last month or so, I missed a lot of the events, so these commentaries won't necessarily be covering specific events, but they will be covering ideas and other concepts that have hit me either caused by some of the events or that I planned to do but was not able to do during this last month. So, with that out of the way, let's dive into this commentary. The title, obviously, is What is the Biggest Problem with Halo Reach Clans? This seems, at face value, to be a very philosophical, almost unanswerable question, but I argue that the answer is very clear and relatively easy to answer. The biggest problem with Halo Reach clans, in my opinion, is things are too personal. People are constantly seeking revenge for personal grievances. These are clan leaders, these are clan members. Avenged, Frostbite, a decent amount of ex-UN members. These guys leave the clan, have personal hatred for the clan that they were in or that they left, so they feel the need to make a clan, and that clan's sole purpose is to destroy the clan that they just left. There's no logical reason to do this other than personal grievances or personal hate. Wars. The majority of the wars we currently see between clans are because leaders hate the other clan or leaders hate the leader of the other clan. There's no true political or military reason behind this. As such, these clan wars are currently closer to blood versus crypt in the way that they are personal, almost blind hatred, as opposed to more important real-world wars such as the U.S. versus Soviet Union. These wars we currently see are based on personal hatred, as opposed to clan wars that'd be based on reason and logic. Those clan wars would be more comparable to the U.S. versus the USSR. Clan politics appear to more closely reflect the friendships between clan leaders. As a result, alliances are fundamentally unstable because friendships do change extremely quickly. Alliances within the clans that we know break and form based on loss and gain of trust between two clans. Also, when you think about it, no one ever really debates about the clan, but the individual leaders or persons within a clan. For example, let's take this all the way back to V100. Other clans questioned Vermilion's ability to lead the clan, claiming that he was evil, corrupt, or otherwise incompetent in leading his clan. They claimed that he was recruiting blacklisted members into his clan with the sole purpose of attacking the UN. Again, this seemed very personal against Vermilion as opposed to the clan itself. So I'm going to go back and make the argument against the clan. The clan was pretty active. I was a member of V100, and it was a pretty active clan. The clan was militarily sound and stable up until the rebellion, which crushed the clan. Ironically, this rebellion appears very clearly to be a result of personal grievances within the clan. People such as Frostbite, Dark Phoenix, Alfred. These people had issues with Vermilion personally. Again, this illustrates what's the biggest problem with Halo Reach clans today. Personal grievances. People take things too personally. They didn't go through the proper route. They decided to give them the metaphorical FU to Vermilion, started a rebellion, took off, effectively ending V100. And now on the opposite side of the spectrum would be Fleecom. Their current leader, Raymore, is liked by the majority of clan leaders. As such, Fleecom has a bunch of alliances. Now let's take a look at the clan itself. The time period we're going to look at Fleecom will be up until about 2 weeks ago, seeing that the recent events in Fleecom would significantly change the view of the clan itself. So we'll look at Fleecom the way it existed a month ago. The clan was stable, had reasonable military power, wasn't the strongest clan, wasn't the weakest. But the clan did have questionable importance. It wasn't extremely influential militarily, and it didn't really engage in wars. Now let's fast forward to this this week. Fleecom has undergone a massive exile. As such, a lot of the allies are offering support to this clan, again illustrating that the majority of clan leaders will support a clan if they're friends with the leader of said clan, Fleecom being the example. This system is fundamentally flawed because it also allows clans to do very questionable things that will not be questioned by their allies because the clan leaders are friends. For example, some clans can get away with murder because their friends don't question them. And since their clan leaders are friends with their allies will not question them, allowing them to get away with murder. So, on the opposite end of the spectrum, some clans can't blink without being questioned because they're enemies with other clan leaders. Their clan leaders hate the other clan leaders. As such, those other clan leaders find anything wrong with that clan and blow up on it. The current system, in summary, fundamentally, emotions trump logic. Now let's go back to the title of this commentary. What's the biggest problem? Having a problem implies that there can be or must be a solution. I'm going to be bold here and offer a solution, not saying it's the correct solution, but it's I view as the solution to this problem. We need to reverse what's going on. We have to have logic and reason trump emotion. This implies that clans make decisions about alliances, clan wars, and other clan policies strictly based on facts and logic. This would be opposed to what currently happens. It's based on friendship and personal feelings. A good example of this new system, I dare to say, would be myself. I do tend to, in my opinion, think pretty strictly on logic and facts. Again, I'm not the perfect example of this, but I'm one of the closest to achieving this state within the clans we currently know. Should this state of mind be adopted, there would have to be some good reason to declare war or have an alliance with another clan. As such, if you need good reason to declare war, and a lot of the wars we're seeing don't have good reason, it stands to argue that a lot of the wars we're seeing now would not ever occur if this new system was adopted, because there's no good reason to see all these wars. There was no good reason for the war between the UC, the UN, no good reason for the war between the Red Army, the UN. A lot of these wars have no sound reason, and should the new system be adopted by the majority of these clans, I argue that yes, we would see a decrease in the stability in a lot of these clans, and I think if this new system was adopted, these clans would become more stable, and policies and international politics in these clans would become more stable and more understandable, as opposed to switching on a near day-to-day basis. I believe I've covered this topic relatively thoroughly. At this point, I will be ending this commentary. If you have any questions, comments, ideas for new commentaries, post those below or PM those to me. At this point, thank you for your time. This is Power Out.